tradition, unity, and the spirit of Christmas. Join us as we follow the 2023 Indiana Railroad's annual Santa train from town to town and witness the tradition and unity this event brings to all who attend, from the train itself to Santa Claus himself. From homemade cookies and hot chocolate to the real reason for the season, it's all here in this journey. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Our journey begins on the afternoon of Friday, December 1st in the quiet town of Bargersville, Indiana, where we arrived shortly after 2 p.m. After briefly taking in the immediate area, we made our way to Town Hall in search of Whitney Habig, Executive Director of Bargersville on Main Street, who we will meet a little later on. After a small search, we found Whitney across the street preparing to direct vendors to their spots for the upcoming Christmas Vendors Market, which offers shoppers many unique items. Here we meet two reindeer that hope one day to make Santa's team. Ginger, who at the time had just turned 8 months old, and Flurry, who was 2. Whitetail Acres Tree Farm, located in Brookville, Indiana, provides choose and cut your own Christmas trees, in addition to the reindeer and other seasonal things of interest. We're here in Bargersville, Indiana at the first stop of the Santa train. We're here with Chris Priestman from Whitetail Acres. We're here with the reindeer. This is really a cool setup. As you can see, we have 2 actual live reindeer on location here. Just a quick couple questions for you, Chris. What got you into the reindeer business?
So my mom and dad got into the reindeer business, I would want to say about 15 years ago. We have a choose and cut your own Christmas tree farm in Brookville, Indiana. So it was just kind of one of those things where we brought them in to give people more reason to come out and hang out, and also kids love it. So it's a big part of it.
Okay. What is your favorite part about this? I mean, bringing the reindeer out. What is your favorite part of that?
Seeing the smiles on the kids' faces, the way they light up.
Is there anything interesting you can tell us about the reindeer, like the names? And
So this is Ginger and Flurry. Flurry is the one closest to us. He's actually 8 months old. He was just born this past spring, and Ginger is 2. So an interesting fact about the reindeer, you know the song Up on the Rooftop, click, click, click?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the clicking noise that you hear is a tendon in the back of their ankle. So in the wild, when it's a blinding snowstorm, that's how they keep track of where everybody is, that clicking noise. That's how they find their herd if they get lost.
Well, the last question I got for you, are you excited to see Santa Claus?
I am extremely excited.
You're never too old for it, are you?
Never.
All
Chris, we
right.
appreciate it.
No problem.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Here we see the Christmas market in full swing. Shoppers young and old enjoy the festivities, as well as the sights and smells of the season.
How many adults, how many kids?
Here we meet three of the ladies from Burgersville Main Street who make this event possible each year. Whitney Habig, Executive Director, Betty Eubann, Treasurer, and Dina Marks, Board Member.
Hi, I'm Whitney Habig, and I work with Burgersville Main Street.
I'm Betty Eubann, and I am the treasurer for Burgersville Main Street.
And I'm Dina Marks, and I sit on the board of Burgersville Main Street.
Well, the first thing I want to ask you guys, what is it about this that makes you all do what you do? Why are you guys doing this?
We love to serve the community, and coming out here when we've got all these kids every single year, it just helps to spread the joy.
And the last question I've got for you girls, are you all excited to see Santa Claus? Because that's the biggest part.
Oh, yeah! Absolutely.
And now we see Back on Track Productions co-owner James Greenwood and Whitney Habig discussing the arrival of the Santa train. Miss Habig was very inquisitive about the area of departure and things regarding the operations of this train, in which I gave the best information to her that I could. Children of all ages love Santa, as is seen within these next few scenes. A famous Christmas song once said it best, with their eyes all aglow, as everyone looked for signs of the big arrival. The time is here. Finally, Burgersville, Santa has arrived. Just in time to join in the festivities of the evening, Santa and an elf make their way through the large crowd to Town Hall, where everyone had a chance to pass on their Christmas wishes and good tidings.
Hey Santa, don't listen to her. I've been good.
Good job. Mama, let's go. Merry Christmas.
Hello and welcome. My name's Clinton Chapman. I'm the volunteer fire chief here at Morgantown Fire Department. We're here tonight at Santa Train, and this is the 34th annual Santa Train, and I've helped with the last 17 years of doing this here, but before that I attended these as a young child here in Morgantown, and always thankful to be a part of this, that the Indiana Railroad puts this on and lets us as Morgantown Fire Department be a part of this. Inside we have people to get them out of the weather, get ready to walk out the back of the fire station, see Santa. We provide cookies and hot chocolate, and just try to make it a fun family evening for everybody to see Santa and all the different characters out here that the Indiana Railroad is so gracious to put on. And we're thankful to be a partnership with the Indiana Railroad. I'm excited to see Santa every year. I'm also excited to see the other characters that the railroad brings along. Usually we can see Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, different ones like that. We also get to see Snow White and different ones. Always great to see other characters incorporated here at Christmas time. Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, and different snowmen and stuff like that. So always thankful to see them all here and a part of it every year as well as Santa. Even in my youth, born and raised here in Morgantown, as a child we came, it used to be down by the actual intersection, and you just do it outside, but since then it has been moved into the fire station where we can get people out of the weather, because every year we never know what the weather is going to be, and again, it gives them a place to use the restroom, have some cookies and hot chocolate, see the characters, get some good pictures with them, the fire trucks, and then safely get on and off the train without issue.
Morgantown, Indiana. As the sun began to set, Santa and his crew made their way into Morgantown. But wait, we just witnessed Santa getting off the train and being left behind. How can he be here already? It's simple and something we'll experience a lot during this film. Christmas Magic. First off the train, Santa's most prized reindeer, Rudolph. If you're lucky enough, some foggy Christmas Eve, you just may catch a glimpse of this hero of Christmas's past leading Santa's team. After waiting in line, we arrive inside the warm and dry firehouse, as it turned cool and had rained earlier in the day. Upon entry, we observed members of the department preparing an array of tasty treats as well as hot chocolate free of charge, as was the case at various stops along this venture.
I work with the Morgan County Coalition for Literacy. We did, one year we happened to be at an event with Mr. Tom Hoback, who owned the Indiana Railroad, and mentioned that he had liked to give some books to kids and wondered if the Santa Train would be a good venue for that. So for a few years we got to ride the train from Bargersville down to Morgantown, because Morgantown is the only Morgan County stop on this Santa train. So we decided that this would be a good place that we could give kids books, because sometimes kids don't have anything that is just theirs. We'd like to give them books that they can keep or pass on to somebody else. And if they're very small, we can give them board books that their parents can read to them. We'll try to find books that are all grade levels up through high school, even because sometimes high school kids want their own books as well as having to read something for school. So we've started giving books out about 5 or 6 years ago, and really enjoyed kind of interacting with the kids and finding something that just suits their personality.
Without people like Sharon Goins and the Morgan County Coalition for Literacy. People who care enough to make sure anyone of any age has the opportunity to pick up a book and enjoy reading. Did you know founder and past president and CEO of the Indiana Railroad, Thomas G. Hoback, is responsible for the MCCL's involvement with the Santa Train in Morgantown? On behalf of readers in the Morgan County area, thank you, Mr. Hoback. Your contributions are still being felt today. once a year, on a special weekend in December, will you find Spider-Man, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and a pair of tin soldiers dancing the night away? The Indiana Railroad Santa Train.
We love the Santa Train. It's a family tradition. We have come here ever since I was born. Well, it's a good tradition. I love it. It's always fun. We always get cookies. And what's the best part? Santa. The train. And the train. And Santa. No, the train. The Santa and toys. And Rudolph. And characters. It's the best.
Helmsburg, Indiana. Upon our arrival to this little town nestled in the hills of Brown County, near Nashville, Indiana, Helmsburg seemed to have something extra to offer.
Well, I said welcome to Whoville.
After a little quick planning, as to not miss the train's arrival, we observed what appeared to be a very well-lit fire truck in the distance. We had no idea that we indeed arrived at an event at the Jackson Township Fire Department, Winter Wonderland. The Winter Wonderland event opened the first weekend in December and offers visitors a unique opportunity to take a lighted walk through many beautiful lighting displays. During your visit, don't forget to stop at the 2 photo booths provided for your photos to remember your visit for years to come. Making our way back up Helmsburg Road, we met members of the Peaceful Valley Emergency Services, hard at work directing traffic in order to make sure everyone has a safe time. As the distant darkness beyond the curve began to glow with brilliant lights, so did the nighttime air fill with the shouts and screams of joy and excitement as Helmsburg came alive with Christmas spirit as Santa Claus arrived. does it on what days? The floodlights that shone bright to light the night with fire trucks nearby were matched by the faces glowing and smiling bright. Rudolph was on hand, dealing out hugs, making sure both old and young felt loved. Hailing from Arendelle, far away, Anna and Elsa, the cool December night doesn't bother them anyway. Shrek and Fiona from the swamp say hello, and a peek at a visit with Santa and the missus through the window. Mixing and a mingling, oh what a time, sights of love and goodwill all abound.
Would you guys be able to pose and do super picture real quick?
I'm Sharon.
I'm Leonard. Oh,
And-
I was looking at that camera. That's all right.
We're the owners of the Homeford General Store, and we love it when the train comes through town a couple times a day, and especially on the Santa train night. So we stay open late until Santa sees everybody in line, and we wait until everybody clears out of town, and we offer chili every year.
And this is always his last stop of the night. So he always stays, and they always stay here until everybody gets seen. Anyway, it's a good time.
And it's super fun. We have the best customers in all of Brown County, just so you know.
At last, day one draws to a close. Spider-Man offers to lend a hand, and the dear old conductor, clearing his orders for the night, heads to his quarters in the caboose on the back. Loading the heavy steps. No one else aboard, please. Santa and the gang are preparing to go. Down to Bloomington, that's where they'll roll. To rest a few hours while 7010 is heavily guarded by at least 5 to 10. So brighten the headlights and let's begin. Good night, Holmesburg. We'll see you again. After just a few hours of sleep, we arrive at the famous Yoho General Store, located in the hills of Greene County, Indiana, in the small town of Salisbury. A little history about the Yoho General Store. Originally built in the early 1900s, the original store sat on the southeast side of the town square. Until the 1930s, the three Yoho brothers, Frank, Oscar, and William, operated the store until it was destroyed by fire in 1933. The current store was built in 1934 at the current location of State Road 43 and County Road 420 North, known locally as East Tulip Road. The store has been a staple of the community and has served the community for nearly 100 years. We arrived just after 7 a.m. to a pretty busy inside of the store, with breakfast already in full swing. By 7:30, a nice line had started to form north back up East Tulip Road. Eastern Fire Department was on scene, providing safety for those waiting. Even Sparky the fire dog made his way to visit the crowd.
All right, you want to go say hi?
Lights approaching from a curve to the east means soon each child's wish list will meet its place.
You ready to see Santa? Yeah.
Security and railroad employees make final adjustments as the train draws closer. Children watch with belief in their hearts as Pete and Evan bring Christmas to town. Making sure everything is just right, the crew backs it up just a mite. If you look closely, you'll see Santa Claus lending a hand, passing out the handrails to put into place, one step closer to his big scene. Mighty men of the INRD make haste putting these steps right into place. The people of Salisbury know who awaits. Firstly, we see Jack and Sally, and the gingerbread man, and Shrek in the back. Others had already begun visiting, dancing and singing. Mickey Mouse, Chase and the Elves, to name a few, a dancing Christmas tree, and tin soldiers too. There's no doubt this little guy was seriously feeling the Christmas spirit.
general store in Salisbury, Indiana. So the Santa train obviously sponsored by Indiana Railroad, but we have been lucky enough to be one of their big stops here in southern Indiana. It's become a huge event for us, and we just try to kind of make it as special as we can at the store with all the holiday cookies and hot chocolate and things for the kids. And yeah, it's just the most festive thing that we have here almost every year. No, it impacts our business greatly. I mean, we're known for having a kind of a decent crowd for breakfast on a Saturday morning, but as the weather starts turning, the crowds start dwindling just a little bit. So this is a great thing to spur our business. We have literally had people lined at the door since we turned on our light about 7 o'clock this morning, and they have been lined up ever since. So it has a huge impact, and we would miss it greatly if it was not here the first Saturday of December every year.
All right, one last question. How personally are you excited to see Santa Claus?
Oh, I'm personally very excited to see Santa Claus. This is much more fun seeing him pull up to on a train than see him in the mall. So.
The crowd not once wavered. If anything, it grew. By 4, by 9, by 102. Not one did get denied aboard the train. Everyone in Salisbury, Santa visited this day. Tulip Trestle. Known locally as the Viaduct, built in 1906 and is the largest railroad structure in both Indiana and the United States, and the third largest in the world. Built by the Indianapolis Southern Railway and secretly financed by the Illinois Central Railroad, it was built as a way for people to travel from Greene County to bigger cities via passenger train, but sadly the passenger service was discontinued in 1948. The observation deck, a newer feature just added within the last 2 years, is a nice spot to sit and observe the scenery, a passing train, or in this case, take part in the festivities leading up to the Santa train. Tulip Trestle spans a total of 2,307 feet and stands 157 feet tall and weighs nearly 2,900 tons. Made of pure steel and cost at the time of building $246,504, which by today's standards would be upwards of $20 million.
Guys. Everything closer.
Here we are in Bloomfield, Indiana, home of a high-lift jack company, the Bloomfield Cardinals, and our next stop. Bloomfield holds a special place in Santa train history as one of the original 6 stops made during Indiana Railroad's first Santa train in 1989, which featured stops from Salisbury to Sullivan in Indiana. Crowds have been huge at each place we visited so far, and as you can see, Bloomfield is no different. People were in line early to catch Santa and company as they made their arrival. Poppy the Troll, the Grinch, and Mickey Mouse greeted waiting boys and girls as they made their way to visit with Santa. Minions, ogres, and princesses too mingled and danced through the city street. Here we catch Captain America and Spider-Man, ensuring the citizens of Bloomfield they have nothing to fear.
Hello.
I watch you all the time at home. Oh yeah, big old Spider-Man fan. You want to get a picture? Ready? Look! Smile! Rolling! All right. Come here, Raylan.
There's Captain America from love. Alright, so we are on day 2 of the Santa Train 2023 venture. We're actually getting ready to depart Bloomfield. We're rolling westbound. Gonna go to Split City and see if we can catch a run by there. The driver over here is my brother CJ, co-owner of Hoosier Elves Productions. What do you think of our trip so far, Bob?
I'd like it if the stopwatch didn't hold so long.
I hear you.
So I'm really enjoying this trip so far. It's been quite a while since I've taken a long trip like this, and it's just really nice. 6 miles of Switch City. Here we go.
Yeah.
This is speed limit 50.
Yep. So we're getting ready to cross the White River Bridge up here, exiting Bloomfield area here.
What are we on? 54?
54 west.
54.
Yeah. 54.
Make sure I'm on 50. It looks like a cop up there.
Could be very well. Yeah, I believe so.
Nope, I'm doing 50 mile an hour. We're good. No, that's not a cop. That's a car broke down or something. That's a lady. So there's a bridge over here somewhere. I've wanted. That's the river bridge, I think.
Yeah, the river bridge right up here, yeah.
I've seen some people get in there to get pictures. I don't know how the hell they get back there to get those pictures.
I don't know either. Maybe
look at that. There's somebody already set up on the bridge.
Yeah, there is.
Well, maybe that's how they do it. They just set up on the roadway.
Uh-oh.
Oh, leave the rail fan alone. Come on.
Oh, man.
So that's Elliston right there.
Yeah, that's Elliston right there.
Triple track crossing. That was one of the places I thought about going. Then I kind of scrapped that because it's just not good back there. Not for what we want. So I want to go down to Insuit City first.
Check it out.
I want to check that out, see if there's anything sitting in the yard we need pictures of.
Okay.
And then whatever place you're talking about, we can try to get to.
All right.
You've been there before. Is there places I get this car off the road safely?
I believe so. You may have to go on either side of the tracks off on the south side. I think there is. Cross the tracks and then be up on the south side. It's an old mine entrance. You can pull off the road or pull in or pull off like this.
Is that old drive-in movie still up here? They used to have drive-in.
No, it's been gone for quite a while.
Did they?
There's a bridge right here that the train goes under. It's a fairly newer bridge.
Yeah, I've seen that. No, I remember there used to be a drive-in as soon as it was on this side of Linton, as I recall. It's been quite a while. We used to have a real nice one back in Seymour. Out toward the junction, and it sat abandoned for several years, and somebody talked about buying it and fixing it up, and the next thing I knew, we drove by and it gone. Yeah. It's an outlet mall now. Now the outlet mall's abandoned. That's smell out here. I like that smell.
The air has oddly enough gotten warmer, I believe, in the last hour.
I think it has too.
The outside temperature.
It's pretty warm overnight too. Which I'm glad for, because I really don't want to do this in the freezing cold weather, you know.
Right.
We was talking about that last night, you know.
We've done it in freezing cold before.
We've
done it in sunshine. We've done it about every weather imaginable. We've done it in snow and sunshine.
And it looks like winter outside. It just doesn't feel like it. So that's a definite plus.
Everyone has special memories during the holidays. Well, I would like to share a few of mine. Linton has been my home from day one and always will be. My first memories, as well as my siblings and many others I know of Santa Train, have begun at the intersection of Highway 59 South and C Street Southeast. My parents and grandparents began a tradition over 30 years ago, and now it's my honor to be able to continue this legacy. time, and arriving near the posted 1:30 p.m. time, Santa makes his way into minor country. The stop in Linton is one of the bigger stops during its Saturday run west. Due to the termination of the Split City stop some time ago, most would-be visitors now flock to either Bloomfield or Linton in order to catch Santa and his gang riding the high iron.
The NSOs are 2-3 people around.
As Santa's guests begin to disembark the train, they were met by waiting, smiling faces, ready to begin their own Santa train experience. For some, their very first time.
I'm here bringing the kids to see Santa.
Because they like seeing the character?
Yeah, I don't know.
How long have you been doing this?
This is my third time coming to the Santa train, so, oh yeah. All the kids are excited, so.
This all them right here with you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Get in there.
Y'all excited?
Yeah.
So, tell them why you're here to see the Santa train.
Because we want to see Santa Claus.
Alright, so I've been coming for, well, ever. Probably 28 years or so. My parents used to bring me whenever I was a kid. I come now because I have kids. It's nice to see the community and the railroad doing all this for the community. And Shrek is my father-in-law. Fiona is my mother-in-law.
What is your name?
Miley.
How old are you?
7.
Okay. What is your favorite part of Santa train?
I get to see Santa and I get to see all the characters from movies.
All right. Are you excited to see Santa Claus?
Yeah.
Yeah?
With most stops so far, treats and hot chocolate have been offered for free. Linton is no different, as seen here. The apostolics of Greene County offer these, as well as a message far more sweeter than the goodies offered at this stop.
Hi, I'm Matt Montgomery with Apostolics of Greene County.
I'm Steve Williams, Senior Pastor with Apostolics of Greene County.
We're excited to be here at the Santa train today. We've done this about 10, 12, 13 years, something like that. It's our opportunity to give back to the community and the people here in Linton. Share with us a little bit about what the real reason for the season is.
The real reason for the season, in case you didn't know, Jesus is the reason for the season.
Amen.
And we're so thankful that we're able to be out here to share Jesus with our community, along with some warm hot chocolate and some cookies that we're giving out to the community. Like Brother Montgomery said, we've been doing this for probably 13 or 14 years now. We're excited about the amount of people that come out. But we do really want to emphasize that, you know, this is a great thing, Santa and all that, but Jesus really is the real reason for the season. And we're so glad that he came and he died on a cross for us, that he was a baby in a manger, but he grew up to be a man that gave his life for all mankind. And then he rose again on the third day, and we're thankful for that.
We're just the opportunity to give back to the community makes us just warm in our hearts, to be honest. And we love doing this, love seeing the kids and the faces of the adults. It's a great time.
How many cookies do you think we've given out today?
We prepare 300, plus we do about 20 to 25 gallons of hot chocolate is what we give out.
all-important visit with Santa Claus.
I like that.
Are you excited to see Santa? Yeah. It's almost our turn. It's almost your turn. Oh, there's a big snowman down there. Yeah. Do you know what you want to ask Santa for Christmas?
Tell me something.
Good job.
Your turn.
You got a little bit of that is a very it pushes you up on the next
I'll see you soon, okay? You be good. I'll see you soon, okay? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. There you go.
Here's what recent City of Linton Mayor John Wilkes had to say regarding the Indiana Railroad Santa train.
I think what the Indiana Railroad does is just fantastic. I think the volunteers, if you really look at how long they work and the hours they put in, it's just fantastic what they do. And when you sit here and see those little guys get up on Santa's lap, and the grins and the smiles that come on their faces, it's fantastic.
Before the train departed Linton, we decided to split up, with one team staying behind to catch the departure and the other going ahead to capture its arrival in downtown Duggar. This year's crowd gathered earlier and larger than in recent years, which caused a slight parking issue. But as we stated earlier in this film, a little Christmas magic makes anything possible. Everyone was all smiles as Santa and his friends began to unload from the train, bringing with them holiday greetings to one and all. Here's Duggar Town Marshal Billy Sneed on the Santa train and what it means to him.
I'm Billy Sneed. I'm the Town Marshal of Duggar, Indiana. I've been the Town Marshal for 3 years now. When the Santa train first come to town, it was pretty interesting. All the people that come and get together, they have hot chocolate and snacks, and Indiana Railroad puts on a good show for the kids. A lot of the characters that they bring with them is really neat. I got a granddaughter that's 5 years old, and this was the first place that she'd ever seen Santa was on the Santa train here. So that's a special memory we'll always remember. I am excited to see Santa. I would like to see the Grinch too, but I haven't seen him yet tonight.
As sunset quickly approached, the overall beauty of the season becomes all the more apparent, with the feel of small town values and the love found within each person. Duggar Lions Club volunteer Gwen Hicks gives her feelings on what the Santa train means for the town of Duggar.
Gwen Hicks, GWENHICKS, volunteer with the Duggar Lions Club. Every year they host the popcorn and the hot chocolate for the people waiting for the Santa train, which is the most incredible thing that comes here every year. The crowds have been amazing. Every year they grow, and the impact it has in this community is significant. It brings everyone together, and I think that's really what makes the difference in a small town. Everyone knows everyone, but this kind of thing really joins everyone together, and they have this phenomenal time to see the joy on the kids' faces. Everyone excited when that train pulls up. Whoa, it's a crowd pleaser for sure.
Jasonville, Indiana. Shortly after the city of Jasonville's annual Home for the Holidays lighted Christmas parade and lighting of the trees and lights at Hannah Field, we arrived and took a few moments to explore this area, complete with a caboose donated by the Indiana Railroad shortly after moving into what was Lotta Yards. Traveling back east through town, we enjoyed the festive decorations that were displayed throughout. Upon arrival to where the last stop of the day was to be held, Jasonville City Park, we saw members of both the railroad security and safety crew, as well as members of the Wright Township Volunteer Fire Department, discussing the incoming train. Santa, who had been riding in the cab, gave a quick wave to the waiting crowd before climbing aboard the train to prepare for the groups of people waiting their turns to pass along their personal Christmas wishes. Poppy, Jack Skellington, Sally, and a couple of elves were spotted hanging out. Mickey Mouse joined in the fun, of course. Rudolph was out spreading love and good cheer to everyone far and near. The first batch of visitors for this stop loads. What's their Christmas wishes? That's for Santa to know. The smiles and laughter upon faces show us this glorious season is already starting. The crowd, how it grew. By the minute it seemed. One became 9, then 117. Former Jasonville Mayor and former Jasonville First Lady Larry and Jerry Waters tell us what Santa Train means to them and their community.
Well, I'm mayor of Jasonville, Indiana, and this is my wife Jerry. I'm Larry Waters. This is Jerry Waters. And basically, well, the fact that I'm one that really loves kids, and I always have, and I know that the kids love coming here and seeing all the characters and stuff that get off the train. And I've been out here a couple, 3 years now, and it's an awesome thing that Indiana Railroad's doing, bringing the train into town and calling it the Santa Train. And it's just an awesome thing. We just like it and love it.
What kind of?
I'm telling you, they give away coats and stuff, and we hear after they leave here, we hear all the good things done because of the coats that they give away, and the fact that they have candy, and it gives a great Christmas to a lot of kids that kind of underprivileged, you know, and they just don't get a chance to do the things that other kids do. Am I excited to see Santa Claus?
Yep.
I'm always excited to see Santa Claus. I love Santa Claus.
How about you, Mrs. Waters?
Yes, I do too.
After the crowd began to die down, we thought we'd take a walk through the park's Christmas light display. We love Christmas lights. As you enjoy some run-by footage of the INRD Santa train from 2017, we would like to explain. Due to circumstances that were out of our control, we were unable to film the Illinois stops this year. Luckily, we had backup footage. Back in 2017, we were able to film these Illinois stops with the intention of using the footage for home movies. We are including them in this movie because there's no way that we could leave these three towns out. We hope you understand. A quiet Sunday morning in early December. Church bells ringing in the distance, welcoming the congregation to its Sunday morning worship. A crowd grows nearby, awaiting an arrival of something important, or so it would seem. Flashing red lights and a ringing bell, why it's Engineer Ryan delivering St. Nick, Eagle Country by rail.
Down through here.
Cruella de Vil and Snow White make the scene. The crowd looks ready to visit with the Clauses and their friends of many. An energetic elf enters the picture, dancing and bounding both this way and that. Mr. Incredible and the old Grinch too. Even Elmo was seen there too. After visiting the good folks in Newton and a ride through the woodlands and countryside, it's time to meet the people of Oblong, who await Santa's grand arrival. How else but by train?
The stars in the sky.
Slowly passing by Oblong Feed and Seed, Santa's sure to have an open account there on Christmas Eve. Santa stands watching in the door of the lead car, eagerly awaiting to meet his awaiting crowd. The Cat in the Hat, Thing 1 and Thing 2, and Mickey Mouse were on hand, just to name a few. The crowd went for 3 city blocks for a visit with Santa this day, for today is Santa Train Sunday. By the time we had arrived, Santa had 2, but we were in time to catch the action taking place in Palestine. A huge crowd had gathered in spite of the town's size. Could it be due to Santa arriving? Ralph and Buzz Lightyear, too, were out mingling that afternoon. Anna, Elsa, Thing 1 and 2, Cat in the Hat, and a Minion, too. The line for the train stretched near 3 city blocks, but it's worth the wait to see Santa Claus. This sign says a lot when you count the miles, but not for a man who travels the world in one night. 123 miles back to where it all began. First a few photos, and then all aboard, last stop Sullivan. We arrived at our very last stop on this 3-day, 12-town journey a little after 2 p.m. to a few people already waiting to be the first in line to see Santa. Imagine waiting with anticipation that long, knowing Santa is on his way. Due to the nice weather, a large group of kids took advantage of being together at the park and played a big game of tag. Some took the pile of leaves to pass the time, while others were arriving to claim a place in line. By 2:45 p.m., a crowd of close to 100 people lined the sidewalk down Main Street in anticipation of Santa's arrival.
Can you trust me? I trust you. Finally, coming from the west, a blast of a horn to the crowd does it address. Santa's here. He has arrived. Look up there on the locomotive's front. He stands proudly, waving a hello. You watch.
born and raised here in Sullivan. This is, well, I'm getting old. I'm 27, so this is probably my 24th, 25th year coming. As long as I can remember, I've always came to it. My favorite thing about it is that I was able to do it as a child, and now being able to watch my children do it, I think that's one of the best things about it, is that you can pass it on down through tradition. And it's big for that guy. He loves Santa. Anytime we're at any place that has a Santa viewing or Santa meet and greet, he's always wanting to go to it. But I think it's great for the community. As you can see, there's a big turnout almost every year. But I honestly think that this is one of the best things for small towns around here, especially for the small town communities, to be able to get out. You can always meet new people, see people you haven't seen in years. It's just a really good tradition.
What are you from? My name is Jenna. I'm from Texas. It's my first time in Indiana, let alone the Santa Train. Here with my fiance and his family, visiting, getting to know them for the first time. I think it's pretty awesome. They told me about it, and I didn't expect as many people to be here as there are, let alone all of the characters. Got Mickey Mouse, and Chase, and Paw Patrol, and everybody here is pretty cool. It's a pretty decent turnout. And the plan is to be moving here and starting our own family, so I'm assuming that means we'll probably be back for sure. At least with the nieces and nephews, definitely.
Are you excited to see Santa Claus?
I'm most definitely excited to see Santa. How could you not be excited? That's the point, right?
Right on.
Okay, my name's Rachel.
I'm Connor.
I'm Tyler. And we're from Sullivan, Indiana.
It's our first time to the Santa Train. It was fun. It was fun. The kids had a good time.
Did you have fun at the Santa Train?
What did you think about it?
What was your favorite part? Seeing Santa Claus?
Are you excited for Christmas?
Yeah.
All right.
How many more days? 21. 21 more days.
All right. Go ahead.
I'm Alyssa, and I've been coming to Santa Train for the last 14 years, and this is her first Christmas, so we decided we'd come to see Santa.
How many years have you been coming to this?
14.
14 years. Oh my. Any special memories of Santa Train that you can share with us?
All my kids' first Christmases, we come out here to see Santa on Santa Train. And we come up here. My kids are just too old now. They're teenagers now, so they'd rather stay at home and not see their sister see for Santa Claus for the first time.
All right.
Hello, my name is Jacob Fisher. I am from Vincennes, Indiana. I'm 28 miles south of here. I actually grew up in Vincennes, but half of my family is from here in Sullivan. I actually have a little bit of history with the Santa Train, as I worked for the city of Sullivan as a police officer for several years, starting in 2013, and used to help block off the road in this exact area 10 years ago. As a police officer, I carried on as a deputy in this county for another couple of years, and the spirit of the Santa Train is very, very special to the community and surrounding communities. Like I said, I'm from Vincennes. There are people from all over that come to see this. It's very special. Can't think of anything else around that brings this kind of crowd into a smaller town like this. And it's amazing what the Indiana Railroad does, as they have done this year after year. Very excited to see Santa Claus. He seems to be very happy to see everybody as well, and it's been a good year. So, very good turnout, and that's about all.
Roughly 30 minutes before dark, the line to meet Santa still spanned over 3 blocks and began to loop back through the city park. As things begin to wind down, so does our film. Some closing thoughts. It's truly something to think back 35 years to when this started, with not much more than a single locomotive, a boxcar, and a caboose. Santa, Rudolph, and not much more than a few decorations. I, like so many, are blessed that this tradition is still going. As I have found over the past few years, more and more people are attending this event, and even more are gaining curiosity about what it's all about. It's been asked, is visiting the Santa train worth the drive? My answer, absolutely. Not only as a lifelong train enthusiast, but more so as a parent. Seeing my children each year grow with anticipation as Santa train draws nearer, there's nothing else like it. At last, the time has come to bid farewell to Santa, Mrs. Claus, Rudolph, and all the rest of the cast who make this event what it is each year. This scene was bittersweet, and I'll be honest, there wasn't a dry eye to be had. As Engineer Ryan, receiving his track orders to proceed from Sullivan back to Hiawatha Yard in Jasonville. As the big lights lit the track ahead, eastbound Santa rolls on this Sunday night. Back on Track Productions would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching, and God bless.